Beneath the waves of the Pacific Ocean lies a secret that has remained hidden for millions of years. A landmass so vast, it dwarfs many countries. So ancient, it witnessed the age of dinosaurs. So mysterious that, until recently, most of the world didn't even know it existed. This is not Atlantis. This is not legend. This is real. Welcome to Zealandia, Earth's hidden eighth continent. A world that vanished beneath the sea, taking its secrets with it. Until now.
You're watching Waitera, your gateway to the most mysterious places on Earth. And if you are new, please subscribe as we keep exploring every day.
Stand on the shores of New Zealand, and you're standing on the edge of something extraordinary. Something that most people walk past, fly over, or sail across without ever realizing the truth. What appears to be a small island nation in the vast Pacific is actually just the tip of something far greater. The highest peaks of a sunken world? We've all been taught the same geography. 7 continents. It's one of the first things we learn in school. Asia, the largest. Africa, the cradle of humanity. North and South America, Europe, Australia, and the frozen wasteland of Antarctica. 7 continents. That's what every map shows. That's what every textbook says. But what if everything we've been taught is incomplete? For over a century, oceanographers have been mapping the seafloor, discovering underwater mountains, trenches deeper than Everest is tall, and vast plains of volcanic rock. But in the waters surrounding New Zealand, their instruments kept detecting something unusual. The readings didn't match what they expected to find. The rock samples brought up from the depths weren't oceanic basalt. They were granite, sandstone, the building blocks of continents. Some scientists began to whisper about a possibility that seemed almost impossible. Could there be a continent down there? A massive landmass hiding in plain sight beneath thousands of feet of water? For decades, it remained a controversial theory, a geological mystery that divided the scientific community. Some believed, others dismissed it as fantasy. Then in 2017, after years of mounting evidence, a team of 11 geologists published a paper that would rewrite our understanding of Earth itself. The headlines flashed across the globe. Scientists confirm existence of 8th continent. Hidden continent discovered. Zealandia, the continent that disappeared. But this raises more questions than it answers. How does an entire continent just vanish? Where did it go? What secrets does it hold? And perhaps most importantly, what else might be hiding beneath our oceans, waiting to be discovered? To understand Zealandia, we must first grasp the sheer scale of what lies hidden beneath the Pacific. Zealandia. The name itself sounds mythical, almost fictional. But this is no myth. Also known by its Maori name, Te Riua Maui, meaning the hills, valleys, and plains of Maui, this submerged continent stretches across nearly 5 million square kilometers of ocean floor. To put that in perspective, that's approximately 2/3 the size of Australia, larger than the entire Indian subcontinent. If you've ever stood in New Zealand, walked through its forests, or climbed its mountains, you were standing on the exposed spine of a drowned world. Those dramatic southern Alps, they're mountain ranges of a vast continent. Those deep fjords carved into the South Island, they're valleys that were shaped when this land stood high and dry, before the seas claimed it. But Zealandia's story is written not just in what we can see above the waves, but in what lies beneath them. The continental shelf extends far beyond New Zealand's shores, stretching east toward the Chatham Rise, west toward the Lord Howe Rise, north toward New Caledonia, and south toward the Campbell Plateau. These underwater plateaus and rises are all part of Zealandia's submerged landscape, a hidden topography of drowned mountains, ancient river valleys, and plains that once felt the warmth of the sun. What makes Zealandia particularly fascinating is its isolation. It broke away from the ancient supercontinent of Gondwana and drifted into the Pacific, carrying with it unique geology and eventually fostering unique life. When most of it sank beneath the waves, the isolated peaks that remained, primarily New Zealand, became an evolutionary laboratory. Cut off from other landmasses for millions of years, life there evolved in extraordinary ways, producing species found nowhere else on Earth. The continent spans from the tropical waters north of New Caledonia to the sub-Antarctic islands south of New Zealand. This means Zealandia, even in its sunken state, encompasses multiple climate zones and marine environments. Its edges are defined not by coastlines, but by where the thick continental crust meets the thinner oceanic crust of the Pacific floor. boundaries that can only be detected through careful geological surveys and seismic studies. So if you've ever visited New Zealand, you've done more than just visit an island nation. You've stood on the 8th continent, you've walked on Zealandia. Now you might be wondering, what makes Zealandia an actual continent and not just a really big underwater plateau? Scientists look at 4 key criteria. First, elevation. Zealandia rises well above the surrounding ocean floor. Second, geology. It has a diverse range of rocks, granite, limestone, sandstone, just like other continents. Third, crust thickness. Continental crust is thicker and less dense than oceanic crust. Zealandia has this thicker continental crust. Fourth, defined boundaries. Zealandia has clear limits that separate it from the surrounding oceanic crust. Zealandia checks all these boxes. It's not just underwater land, it's genuinely continental. So how does an entire continent end up underwater? The story begins about 85 million years ago during the age of dinosaurs. Zealandia was once part of the supercontinent Gondwana, connected to Antarctica and Australia. Then tectonic forces began pulling it away. As Zealandia separated and drifted into the Pacific, something unusual happened. Unlike other continents that remained thick and buoyant, Zealandia stretched and thinned out, like pulling taffy. This stretching made the continent's crust thinner and caused it to sink lower and lower. By about 23 million years ago, most of Zealandia had disappeared beneath the waves. It's not that the ocean level rose, the continent itself sank due to its own geological changes. For centuries, sailors and explorers noticed that New Zealand and New Caledonia seemed geologically different from typical islands. They appeared more continental. In the 1960s and 70s, ocean floor mapping revealed unusual underwater formations around New Zealand. Scientists began suspecting something bigger was hidden below. But it wasn't until 2017 that a team of geologists published a groundbreaking paper presenting the full evidence. They argued that Zealandia met all the criteria to be classified as Earth's 8th continent. The scientific community agreed. Zealandia was officially recognized, not as a newly formed continent, but as one that had been there all along, just hiding in plain sight beneath 1 to 2 kilometers of water. So why does discovering Zealandia matter? It's not just about updating maps. Understanding Earth's history, Zealandia helps us understand how continents form, break apart, and evolve over millions of years. It's a natural laboratory for studying plate tectonics, climate research. By drilling into Zealandia's rocks, scientists can extract ancient climate records going back millions of years, helping us understand how Earth's climate has changed. Biodiversity. The submergence of Zealandia isolated New Zealand's wildlife, leading to unique species like the kiwi bird evolving in isolation. Understanding this helps explain biodiversity patterns. Resources. The region may contain valuable mineral and oil deposits, though extraction from deep water presents challenges. Today, scientists are actively exploring Zealandia using advanced sonar mapping to create detailed 3D maps of the ocean floor, deep sea drilling to extract rock samples and sediment cores, submersibles to directly observe geological features. Recent expeditions have discovered fossilized plants, ancient pollen, and rock formations that confirm Zealandia was once above water with forests and possibly shallow seas across its surface. Zealandia's story isn't over. Some scientists wonder, could other hidden continents exist? Are there more geological mysteries lurking beneath our oceans? As mapping technology improves and we explore deeper, who knows what else we might discover about our planet's hidden past? So, there you have it. Zealandia, the 8th continent that's been hiding beneath the Pacific Ocean all along. A massive landmass that challenges what we thought we knew about our planet. Next time someone asks you how many continents there are, you can confidently say 8 and blow their mind with the story of Earth's lost continent. If you found this fascinating, hit that subscribe button for more mind-blowing science content. What other hidden mysteries do you think Earth might be hiding? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.